What's up, Planeswalkers? Another day, another deck, and today we are back with Blue, a White Cloud. Shout out to Doomwake. They found this deck online with Assimilation Aegis and Cloud Midgar Mercenary, along with Astrologian's Planisphere. Basically, this and Sheltered by Ghosts, Nurturing Pixie, a bunch of fun blue-white stuff that we're going to have some shenanigans with some equipments that we can go and fetch with Cloud. So let's get right on into it and see how much better this deck got after the meta's kind of softened up, I guess. But don't forget, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're on our way to 1,500 still. And we got Hugo here. This is not a bad hand at all. We've got the 3 mana, so we can go ahead and get a Surveil first, then into an Astrologian's Planisphere, turn 2. With our starting town, I think we get rid of a stock up. I know that may not be a popular opinion, but we already have 1. Okay, opponent got a Meticulous Archive also. Ooh, even better. Stormchaser's talent, so let's go ahead and get the Planisphere now. And then one cool thing about Planisphere is if we have Cloud out and we somehow go ahead and attach it to Cloud, every card we draw, speaking of Cloud, wow. I think we go ahead and play Cloud, go grab, I think the Aegis has got to be the main one here. After we play Cloud, but we'll go ahead and do this first. But see how we put a counter on our creature? If it's attached to Cloud, oh, moment of truth, I thought they were going to counter it. That'll actually put 2 counters on Cloud rather than 1. The same thing goes for like Sheltered by Ghosts. It would trigger the ability 2 times, so it would be a ward 2 essentially, but 2 separate times. Alright, let's go ahead and swing. What does opponent got? As I say, I was waiting for a temporary lockdown there for a second. So I'm curious if we want to do that now. I think we do stock up first. So stock up, go ahead and just get some triggers going. We don't want to start doing the Cloud shenanigans quite yet. Opponent going to counter this. They have 3 mana, they could have 3 steps ahead. Confounding Riddle. Nope, 3 steps ahead. Looks like they are playing Azorius Shell. I don't know what they're playing exactly though, because Abuelo's Awakening is banned. Turn 4 generally people start to show us what the point of their deck is. Okay, Picklock Prankster. There it is. So they are playing Oculus. Okay, Oculus. Interesting, interesting, for sure. I think we can win this, can't we? If we go ahead and do the Planisphere onto Cloud, we can then go ahead and Sheltered by Ghost, equip it to Cloud, go ahead and trigger. Cloud gets 2 counters. Go ahead and take the opponent seen enough. Just like that, on to the next one. Alrighty, Lone Wolf up next. We did face a pretty mean Azorius Glimmer deck here. That did not go well for us, but that's okay. And turn 2 Cloud coming down. I think we go for the Planisphere here. Opponent showing Swamp. They could be having a different kind of... let's say, are they doing Mono Black? Are they doing Golgari or Dimir? Dimir mid-range has been running through the meta, I feel like. Even at the store championships, that's been a big one. I know I lost to it. Okay, come on, opponent. Okay. Bitter Triumph. Floodfarm Verge again. So I think we have to go Planisphere. Yeah, I think we do that. Planisphere, and then I think next turn we can stock up depending on what opponent has. Hopefully in the stock up, if we need, we can go get a plains or a island. Turn on both of our Verge lands. Wow, another Bitter Triumph, and they put a Cactar into the graveyard. So we know what opponent's playing. I think we definitely need the Meticulous Archive, and maybe we take the Nurturing Pixie here. So we got to archive down. Sleight of Hand's good. A lot of 1-drops. We need a lot of 1-drops here. So then what we can do is we can Pixie, bring that back, play that out, and then we can hold up a Spell Pierce, or we can rush out and opt. Resentful Revelation. Okay, so mono black reanimate is what opponents got. They're playing Massacre Worm too. They're gonna duress us. I bet they take the stock up here. I mean, if I'm them, I'm taking the stock up. That's the only thing that I'm worried about, kind of, but maybe they can see where we're going with it. Ooh, Spell Pierce. Well, yeah, if they're playing Zombify, that's good on them. So yeah, let's go ahead, Nurturing Pixie. So they most likely have a Zombify here. I think we have to just kind of hold off and hope that they don't, but because they took the Spell Pierce, I feel like it's kind of foregone conclusion that they do. But we can still go ahead and Into the Flood Maw, bounce it back to their hand, whatever they play. Because they could get a Massacre Worm and kill both of our creatures, but we can bounce it so that by the time our creatures die, we don't lose 2 life. And that is looking like that's what's about to happen. Yeah, because we can't really do anything. They're going to die either way, so bounce the worm. Put a 1 counter on it. Both of them die still. But opponent's kind of stranded. I think we stock up again here. Ooh, we got Cloud and Assimilation Aegis. I like both of those. So let's Sleight of Hand here. We can get a talent. We need another land, but this might go well for us. So if we can get Cloud down. Okay, opponent's got Valgaroth. Okay, well we got another land, so we can go ahead and island. I think we go Cloud. Okay, so what do we do? I think we go Cloud into Planisphere here. Or do we get another Aegis? I think we go Aegis. And then what we do is we go ahead and Stormchaser's talent. And then we Lavaspur Boots. So here's my thought. We're going to be able to Assimilation Aegis here. And we're going to equip it to one of the creatures we control. Opponent's most likely going to kill one. But then we just have to have 3 non-land permanents to sacrifice. And then we can take their Valgaroth. But then we can use the Aegis to go ahead and copy whatever creature we have, and we can have a copy of it for 2 mana. So this could be the funniest thing ever. We could have an Otter turn into a Valgaroth if everything goes right. Come on, opponent. What you up to? Okay. See, there's the double ward triggers I was talking about earlier. Opponent still has to pay both of them, so Cloud's gone. I don't think opponent realizes I'm absolutely willing to sacrifice all 3 of my artifacts and enchantments if it means I get to turn my Otter into Valgaroth. And they can play Cloud, but they're not running enchantments like I am. I hope not, at least. And then we still have a backup Shelter by Ghost and Assimilation Aegis here. What you up to, opponent? So this is about to be the greatest play ever. So, Assimilation Aegis coming in. Prowess. Trigger. Hello. Yes. Hello, opponent. we can go ahead and resolve, get rid of these 3. Boom. Valgavoth is now inside of the Aegis. And now we have a 10/10 Valgavoth that was once an otter. This otter turned into Valgavoth. And they have Valgavoth's Faithful. I mean, we have Valgavoth. There's nothing that they can do that'll really benefit them. And then when they sacrifice their Valgavoth Faithful, next turn we can play it. So yeah, we just have a 7/7 now. And there it is. I think we got this in the bag now. So let's Sheltered by Ghosts. Go ahead and put this on. Take their Massacre Worm. We can go ahead and opt. Get a Stormchaser's Talent in case they got some crazy, like, you know, sacrifice a creature you control spell. Let's Valgavoth's Faithful. And then we can go ahead and swing in on 10. Boom, and that's why this deck is insane. I told you this deck would get there. This is why it's insane. Opponent sees the writing on the wall, and that's it. So, how was Blue-White Cloud? I love this deck. I'm a huge proponent of it. I don't know, maybe I don't think I saw anybody playing Cloud with Assimilation Aegis until after I made that video. I'm not trying to take claims, but if y'all did, let me know in the comments. But once again, we're on our way to 1,500 subscribers. First and foremost, last but not least, you are doing everything right today, and you matter. Good. Bye.